Gia, hey there.
Oh, love, good evening.
You're pretty slick, aren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about out of the blue?
Haven't you realized we're in the same place right now?
Same place? I'm at home, though.
And that's a lie.
Excuse me? Are we playing some kind of game now?
Nope, not a game. It's just, you're so obviously lying, I couldn't help but call it out.
I'm seriously at home, though.
Oh yeah? Then who's that person I see from here? That profile that looks an awful lot like yours?
I don't know who you're talking about. Amy's already asleep, and I've been in the living room watching TV. It's just me here.
Sure it is. Another lie.
You keep saying that, but I don't know how else to respond.
If I can see you with my own eyes right now, doesn't that kind of prove you're lying?
Then tell me, where exactly are you seeing me from?
I'm at the table near the wall, the one opposite the seat you're in.
Table? So, you're in some kind of restaurant?
Yeah, duh. I'm talking about the inside of Bar YouTube.
A bar? I haven't stepped into one of those in months. You've definitely got the wrong person.
Oh, come on. If you just turned your head right now, you'd see me.
Yeah, see, the idea that I turn around in my own living room and find you sitting there is honestly just terrifying.
Quit stalling and turn around already.
All right, and... Nope, just as I thought, still alone.
Wait, what? Do you have dust in your eyes or something? Because I'm clearly right here.
Okay, now I really have to ask, are you drunk?
Well, I've been drinking for like 2 hours straight, so maybe just a little.
Well, that would explain it. Maybe you've had one too many and started seeing things.
Excuse me?
Anyway, I should probably get in the bath. It's getting late, and you've got a kid in kindergarten tomorrow, don't you? You might want to ease up on the drinks.
Hey, wait, Gia!
Good night.
Gia, can I have a word with you?
Hello, love. What is it?
You know, you never show up to any of the mom gatherings. Care to explain what that's all about?
Mom gatherings?
Don't play dumb. You know that the rest of us moms get together for tea every now and then, right? Haven't you ever felt the urge to get closer to the other mothers?
Well, I usually have work on weekdays, like today, so I can't always make it.
Work, huh? Seriously?
And besides, I thought everyone understood our family situation. People even told me not to overextend myself.
Family situation, my foot. Come on, let's be real. That's just a cover story so you can sneak off to meet your boyfriend, isn't it?
Excuse me? Boyfriend? Where is this coming from?
The other night, at the bar, you acted so shady, tried so hard to cover it up, it was obvious.
I don't remember hiding anything.
Oh, please, you were awful at pretending. Even when I clearly saw you with my own eyes, you kept insisting you were at home in your living room. How lame is that?
Because I was home.
Wrong again. Caught you lying. Though at this point, I'm not sure why you even bother denying it. I've got all the proof I need.
I'm telling the truth.
Save it. You may as well give in. Here's the deal. Unless you want me to spill the tea about your little... Clearly, someone like you needs to be whipped into shape. Becoming my slave might actually do you some good.
Why would I ever agree to something that ridiculous?
Because you don't want me broadcasting your little scandal to everyone, do you?
I keep telling you there's no scandal, and I still have no idea what you're talking about regarding the bar.
Well, congratulations. That's one slave acquired.
Slave? That's incredibly offensive.
Oh, already talking back. Not a great start for a slave, huh?
I'm not your slave, and I'm pretty sure you're confusing me with someone else. Maybe you saw the wrong person that night.
Oh no, it was definitely you. And you know how I know? Because when I confronted you after messaging you and I asked, "Is that your affair partner?" you panicked. You stuttered and couldn't even form a coherent answer. It was obvious.
I seriously don't remember anything like that.
Anyway, time for your first assignment as my obedient little helper.
Wait, what?
So next Tuesday at 10 a.m., the mom gathering is supposed to be at my place as part of the rotation, but I'm switching it to your house instead.
What?
And obviously you're providing the tea and the sweets. Make sure you pick up that fancy roll cake from the Dayama shop at Station A. You know the one I mean.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Excuse me?
I work on Tuesdays, I already told you that.
Then take the day off.
Sorry, but that's not how my job works. I can't just cancel my responsibilities for this.
Hey, you're my slave now, remember? You don't get to say no to me.
Don't call me that. If you keep this up, I'm going to have no choice but to bring this up to the kindergarten administration.
Oh, please, go ahead. Then I'll just tell everyone what I saw, you and your secret lover. And just like that, boom, your reputation goes down the drain. So really, you can't ever say no to me. Got that, my obedient little...
I guess you could say that. She's kind of unleashed this stream of total nonsense at me. It got so weird. She started talking like she expected me to become her servant or something. She literally used the word slave. What? She told you to be her slave? Are you serious? I know, right? I just stood there thinking, what is this woman even talking about? She didn't listen to a word I said and just kept rambling, and everything she said was rude. Like, over the line rude. I couldn't believe how aggressive she was being. That's why I came to you. I honestly didn't know what else to do. Tough love. Yeah, she's a problem. When she first moved here, she got on the wrong side of a lot of the moms right off the bat. That's right. She moved here about 3 months ago, didn't she? What happened exactly? What did she do to get so many people turned off so fast? It's actually kind of ridiculous. She somehow got it into her head that I'm the boss mom around here and started trying to get on my good side, like, really hard.
Wait, you? Boss mom?
Yeah, I know. It sounds dumb, right? She thought that because I'm the head of the kindergarten's parent committee this year, I must be some kind of queen bee ruling over the other moms.
What? That is wild.
So she came from a place where that kind of hierarchy was real? Apparently. I heard that at her old school, the moms had these weird power dynamics, like something out of a teen drama. So when she got here, she assumed things worked the same way. And then, to cozy up to me, she started scheming against other moms, trying to isolate them, spread rumors, the whole 9 yards. So that's how she ended up being hated by pretty much everyone. Some of the moms and probably thought I was in some sort of influential position. And then next thing I know, she's throwing accusations and acting like I'm supposed to follow her every command. I tried to explain, but she just ignored everything I said. It was like talking to a wall. Unreal. She hasn't changed one bit. All right, I'm coming over. I want to hear the whole thing properly. Wait, what? Now? But you're busy. I'm never too busy for something like this. This affects your peace of mind and, by extension, your kids, too. That's important. Besides, you're my sister. Her 40s. So, yeah, big age gap. I get that reaction a lot.
Wait, so that girl I saw at the bar, the one I thought was you, she was with some guy and totally drunk?
That was another one of my sisters. The one you're referring to is a year younger than me.
You have more sisters?
Yes. She told me that while she and her boyfriend were just trying to have a drink, some loud, clearly drunk woman barged in, slurring and being obnoxious. She didn't know what your deal was, but apparently you kept interrupting and wouldn't back off.
Oh.
The physical description she gave matched you exactly, so there's no mistake. Also, for your information, those women you labeled as boss moms, those are my older and younger sisters too. They're not some ruling clique. You just ran headfirst into my entire family.
Wait, you're telling me you're related to all of them?
There are 4 of us in total. Sammy's the eldest. She's the one who heads the parent committee this year. The one you pestered at the bar is the 3rd. Rachel, the little one, is the youngest. And I'm the 2nd oldest.
I can't believe this. You're one of the boss family?
Technically, yeah. A funny thing, Rachel and Anna are the same age, which means I'm an aunt to my sister's classmate.
But then, where's her real mom?
Our mother is in long-term care, hospitalized. So Rachel, my dad, and I live together now. We've been taking
Why? Why is this happening to me?
This is your doing. Actions have consequences. And with that, I am blocking you now. According to her husband, who came by personally to apologize after everything that happened, this wasn't the first time Love had caused trouble like this. In fact, she had created a similar uproar at her previous preschool, so severe that she had been expelled. That incident had forced the entire family to move, uprooting their lives just to escape the fallout. They had come to this town hoping for a fresh start, thinking that a change of scenery might help Love change her behavior. Her husband admitted that he'd been holding on to hope, thinking that maybe if he stayed with her, if he gave her another chance, things would improve. But now, he said, he had reached his limit. I could see the exhaustion in his eyes and the weight of everything she had put him through. He told me he hadn't divorced her earlier because he wanted to give her an opportunity to reflect and improve. He believed that maybe, just maybe, she would change. But after everything that happened, after seeing how she had behaved yet again, and the consequences that followed, he realized it had all been in vain. Some people don't want to change. Some people are too deep in their own chaos to see how much damage they cause. And then came the final blow. He told me that Love had been having an affair. Apparently, on the night when she confronted our youngest daughter at the izakaya and caused that awful scene, the man who had been with her, and that was her affair partner. It wasn't just some acquaintance or drinking buddy. That was the man she had been seeing behind her husband's back. The husband hadn't known at the time, but afterward, when the truth came out, everything started making sense. Her strange behavior, the mood swings, the late nights, the misplaced anger, it all added up. After finding out about the affair, he packed up their children and went back to his parents' home. He told me that the divorce proceedings had not officially started yet, but mediation was underway. It would only be a matter of time before everything was finalized. Based on what his lawyer told him, the estimated alimony Love would be ordered to pay was somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000, a steep price, but considering the extent of her actions, not an unreasonable one. Listening to all of this, I couldn't help but feel a strange mix of emotions. There was anger, of course, frustration, disbelief at how someone could be so reckless, so selfish, and so utterly blind to the harm they were causing, not just to strangers, but to their own family. But there was also a hint of sadness, not for Love exactly, but for the children, for the husband, for the people who had trusted her and been betrayed. Because behind every one of Love's decisions was a ripple effect that hit others harder than it ever hit her. She was, in many ways, the embodiment of every toxic trait you hope to never encounter in someone. Manipulative, volatile, deceptive, and yet somehow still able to twist things around to make herself seem like the victim. The kind of person who throws gasoline on a fire and then cries about the heat. The kind who apologizes only when caught, and even then only to save face. I can't pretend to understand what drove her to become this way, whether it was her upbringing, trauma, or just a long pattern of bad choices. But at some point, a person has to take responsibility for the damage they cause. There's no excuse, no justification for repeating the
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Houston, hey, it's been a little while. I have some really important news, something happy. I just had to tell you first. Houston? Come on, Houston, pick up already. Houston, I need to talk to you. Houston!
What the hell? Stop blowing up my phone. You're being way too pushy.
No, this is something you need to hear from me. I had to be the one to tell you.
Tell me?
Yes, believe it or not, I'm pregnant, and it's your baby.
What?
I found out after we broke up. At first, I wasn't sure if I should say anything. I hesitated, went back and forth on it, and, well, here we are 6 months later. I'm 24 weeks along now.
No, wait, hold on. That makes no sense. We weren't even sleeping together for months before we broke up. There's no way that baby is mine. It just doesn't add up. If anything, it's probably that other guy, the one you were clearly cheating on me with.
Ugh, I knew it. You really don't. Right.
What are you even talking about?
That night, you got emotional. You said, I don't actually want to break up with you. I don't think you remember saying it, but you did. And you said it more than once.
No, there was no way that happened.
Even if you think it didn't happen, it did. It's the truth, and you can't deny it just because it's inconvenient. Face it. Take responsibility and marry me.
Marry you? Not a chance!
Why not? What's wrong with doing the right thing?
Even if you're really pregnant, there's no way that child is mine. That much I'm sure of.
I am pregnant with your baby. I'm the one carrying it. I know. There's no escaping this, Houston. Please, just accept reality. You're going to be a father, whether you like it or not.
You knew I don't drink, right?
What?
I never drink, and that night you're talking about when we supposedly drank and slept together, your whole story falls apart. So explain the contradiction, because right now it sounds like you made this up just to trap me.
I don't understand why you're saying this. Please believe me, Houston.
No! I'm done listening to lies from someone who cheated behind my back and now wants to throw a fake baby story in my face. I'm not marrying a liar. I'm not playing house with someone who couldn't even stay loyal.
Houston, please.
Don't ever contact me again.
Please, just believe me, okay? That night, you drank even though you don't normally, remember? That's why you don't recall anything. It's why I've been trying to reach you, why I need you to understand. Please, please marry me. Houston, hey, I just wanted to let you know the baby in my belly is growing strong and healthy. Everything's going really well. Want to see the ultrasound photo?
No! Hell no! And seriously, stop contacting me!
Oh, come on. If you really didn't want to hear from me, you would have blocked my number already. So, obviously, that means you're actually waiting to hear from me, right?
That's not it at all! The only reason I haven't blocked you is because I'm honestly scared of what you'll do if I do! Your behavior has gone completely off the rails!
Wow, scared? Really? That's a pretty cruel thing to say to a pregnant woman. You do realize stress is bad for the baby, right? Maybe stop throwing verbal abuse at someone who's literally carrying your child?
Then stop messaging me, it's that simple!
I can't do that. You're the father of this child. That means it's only natural for us to stay in contact.
I thought I already explained this to you. I have a severe alcohol allergy, not just an intolerance.
What?
I mean it! It's not just that I get a bit dizzy or nauseous when I drink. If I have even a sip of alcohol, I go straight into anaphylactic shock. It's a medical emergency every single time. I could literally die. So the whole story you told about me drinking and sleeping with you that night, that's medically impossible. There's just no way that happened.
That's ridiculous. I've never even heard of someone with an alcohol allergy that severe.
Just because you've never heard of it doesn't mean it's not real. It is. I've lived with it my whole life. My friends know. My family knows. I carry an EpiPen. It's documented.
Okay, sure, whatever. But anyway, can we circle back to the real topic? When are we getting married?
What?
Look, you might not like me very much right now, but let's be practical. Having a baby is expensive. There are hospital bills, baby supplies, insurance paperwork. I need you to step up and take responsibility as the father. So naturally, I'm expecting us to get legally married before the baby's born.
I'm gonna say this one last time. I am not the father of that baby. There is 0 chance that kid is mine. If you really believe otherwise, then fine, let's do a DNA test.
Are you seriously trying to threaten me?
It's not a threat. I'm trying to prove to you once and for all that I have nothing to do with this. I want the truth out there. I want you to stop spreading lies.
Yeah, keep yelling. Honestly, the way you're acting, it's hard to imagine you as a dad. You're so immature. Still, I guess having a bad father is better than no father at all. So hurry up and start acting like a real parent, okay?
Can you stop talking over me for 2 seconds and actually listen to what I'm saying?
You know what? I've got stuff to do. I don't have time for your nonsense right now.
Hey! Hey, Raina! What the hell did you do while I was gone?
What?
You broke into my apartment without permission, didn't you?
Huh?
How the hell did you even get in? I took back the spare key, remember?
Oh, that key? Yeah, when you first gave it to me, I made a copy.
A copy? Are you kidding me?
Relax, I returned the original like you asked. That was our deal. I didn't break it.
You didn't think secretly making a duplicate was a violation of trust?
Let's not nitpick. Anyway, I think it's finally time we submit our marriage registration, don't you? Now that you've finally accepted reality, I'm really happy you're starting to embrace your role as a father.
What the hell are you even talking about?
Our baby. I can't wait to meet our little one.
I've told you over and over, I'm not the father!
Don't be silly.
It's not silly. Also, don't play dumb. You stole money from my safe. The security camera in the apartment complex caught you sneaking into my place.
That just proves you're taking your role seriously. I appreciate the $30,000 you left for us. It really shows you're stepping up.
Excuse me?
Last time I visited your place, I happened to notice the safe passcode when you opened it. And I remembered where you kept the key for the lockbox, so yeah, I just connected the dots.
You watched me do that?
Of course I did. I was your girlfriend. It was only natural I'd keep track of things like that. I believed you were hiding a gift for me and the baby in there, and I was right. I've already told all my friends. Daddy gave us $30,000 for the delivery. They were so impressed.
That was my wedding budget!
What? Wait, you were planning a wedding with me?
No! That money was for my fiancé! I've been preparing for my wedding to someone else!
What?
After we broke up, my parents arranged a formal meeting with someone they knew. She and I hit it off and everything's moving smoothly. The 30 grand was for the venue and our honeymoon. I withdrew it a week ago.
You're marrying someone else while I'm carrying your child?
We are not having this conversation again. I've said it 1,000 times. The timeline doesn't add up. There is no possible way that baby is mine.
You were drinking that night. You don't remember what happened.
I'm allergic to alcohol, remember? We're not talking a hangover here, we're talking life-threatening. If I drank, I'd end up in the ER. You really expect me to believe I downed booze, blacked out, and somehow got you pregnant all in one night?
I don't care. That's your excuse, but it doesn't change the facts.
Here's another fact. We didn't even break up at your apartment like you said. It was at that cafe by the station in broad daylight.
What are you talking about?
That cafe is run by my old college buddy and his wife. They remember the day clearly. And I wasn't alone. You remember Sam? He was there too. And you had someone with you, your childhood friend or whatever.
Wait, that was...
Yeah, starting to come back to you?
Then, if we never went back to my place and you never drank...
Exactly! Also, just so you know, after our breakup, a mutual friend told me you had multiple guys on the side. One of them was apparently married too.
That's not...
And guess what? That married guy dumped you around the same time we split. His wife was about to find out, right? Maybe that's the guy you got mixed up with me.
No way.
So maybe, just maybe, he's the real father of your baby?
Oh my god, if that's true, then I...
What you definitely are is a thief, so return the $30,000 now!
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I already spent it. I bought a bunch of high-end baby stuff, designer bassinets, limited edition stroller, important things.
Are you out of your mind?
Please, I can't raise this baby alone. You have to help me.
Not my kid, not my problem. And even if I wanted to help, I have a fiancé, a future.
Then just swap your fiancé out for me. She's just some stranger from an arranged meeting. There's no real love there, right? But we had history.
You think a woman who cheats on me twice and then lies about a baby gets to lecture me about love?
But...
My fiancé is nothing like you. She's kind, honest, she's not insane. And by the way, I've already called the police.
What?
They're at my place now. Took your name, took the security footage. They should be arriving at your door any minute now.
No, wait, Houston, please. This has gone too far.
That was the last time I heard from Raina. There was no further response after that. While I don't know all the legal details, it seems there were additional charges that hadn't been revealed before, and it looks like she will likely receive a prison sentence. The news didn't surprise me, but it did leave me with a lingering sense of bitterness. No matter how much time had passed, the betrayal still stung. I was never someone who sought revenge or vengeance, but knowing that justice was going to catch up with her did offer some small form of satisfaction. The $30,000 she had stolen was eventually returned, but not by her. It was Raina's parents who paid it back. There was no gratitude, no apology, just the fact that they had to step in to clear the financial mess Raina had caused. I couldn't help but think how strange it was that Raina, the one who had done the wrong, didn't seem to have to bear the weight of the consequences herself. It was almost as if someone else was always cleaning up after her, no matter what damage she caused. But this wasn't the end of the story, not by a long shot. What followed was even more unexpected. It seems the father of the child Raina was carrying, a married man, had somehow found out about everything. This didn't come as much of a surprise. There are always signs when someone is trying to keep a secret, and people in that situation often end up revealing more than they realize. His wife naturally discovered the truth. The affair, the stolen money, the lies, it all came out. And it didn't take long for her to understand the depth of Raina's betrayal. The fallout from all of this was inevitable. Raina's parents, clearly humiliated by everything that had happened, made a drastic decision. They sold their house to pay for the damages, the legal fees, and most notably, the alimony and compensation that Raina owed. It was a steep price to pay, and the cost of their daughter's mistakes had left them with little choice. But the repercussions didn't stop there. After settling the financial matters, Raina's parents took the newborn child and quietly left the town. They didn't stay around to witness the aftermath of their daughter's actions or deal with the humiliation that had come from it all. They disappeared, slipping out of sight without a trace. It was unsettling to think about. The house they had lived in for so many years, the home that had been a place of memories and family moments, was now empty. In fact, the house was eventually demolished by the current owners. The thought of it struck me harder than I expected. It was the end of an era for that family, but more than that, it was a symbol of everything Raina had lost. The house was supposed to be a place of refuge, a home she could return to after all the chaos settled down. But when she eventually served her prison sentence and was released, what would she return to? What would be left for her? The house would be gone. Her family, the ones who had supported her through thick and thin, would be scattered. Her parents had left, and they likely wouldn't return. The daughter they had once raised, the girl they had hoped would make something of herself, was now a distant memory. How would Raina feel when she came back? Would she even have the courage to face what she had done? Or would the shame of what she had lost be too much for her to bear? I couldn't help but feel a little sorry for her despite everything. She had thrown away so much for what? For a fleeting moment of pleasure? For a relationship that wasn't worth it? She had ruined not just her own life, but the lives of everyone around her. It was hard to fathom how someone could be so blind to the consequences of their actions. But there was something else in my thoughts as well, something deeper. I didn't just want Raina to feel the weight of what she had done. I wanted her to regret it, to truly understand the impact of her decisions. I wanted her to feel remorse, to have the chance to reflect on her mistakes and learn from them. Maybe it was naive, but I hoped that, at the very least, she would come out of this experience a changed person.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Lisa! Is it true? Are you really getting married? Lisa, please, we gotta talk about this! Why aren't you answering me?
Because it's really, really early in the morning. What's the matter, Nick? Why did I just wake up to my brother blowing up my phone with texts and calls?
I just want to know, are you really getting married?
Well, yeah, I am. Is there some kind of problem with that?
Are you out of your mind? Of course there is! How many times have I told you this, Lisa? I'm your older brother, and there's no one in the world who knows you better than I do! So you can't just go and choose who you want to marry without getting my input first!
Yeah, you've told me that a bunch of times, and I wish you would just knock it off. This is my life, Nick, my future. I have the right to decide the man I want to marry on my own. Thank you very much.
No, you still don't get it! This isn't about you! This is about my sacred duty as your older brother! You're my only little sister in the whole wide world, Lisa! I need to make sure you marry a man who's gonna treat you right! But what did I find out today? That both Mom and Dad have known about this guy for months and have already met him. They've even gone over to his folks' house for dinner a bunch of times. You owe me an explanation, Lisa. Why have you all been hiding him from me?
The reason we had to hide him from you is the way you're acting right now.
What do you mean?
Did you forget about what you did to my last 2 boyfriends?
What's that got to do with anything?
I am sick of this, Nick. I have no idea how you managed to find out that I'm getting married, but every single time I've started going out with a guy, you have to go and challenge him to one of your stupid competitions.
Yeah, and there's a very good reason I do that. If I'm gonna let some guy take you away from me, then I need to be sure he's someone who's at least as much of a man as I am. And how else am I gonna find that out unless I give them a proper test?
And every single one of my boyfriends up until now has broken up with me rather than take your test.
You're welcome! You dodged a bunch of bullets thanks to me! Aren't you lucky you have such a protective big brother?
Nick, you are 10 years older than me, and all of my boyfriends have been my same age. Don't you feel the least bit embarrassed for making some creepy alpha male challenge to guys that are much younger than you?
Being more of a man than me may be a high hurdle to clear, but only men who are capable of beating me are worthy of receiving your hand in marriage. And until the perfect man comes along who's at least as much of a man as I am, then I just can't allow you to get married. As such, you need to set up a meeting between me and this fiancé of yours immediately. He will be tested.
Knock it off, Nick. Seriously.
What's the matter, Lisa? You afraid he won't be up to snuff?
That's not it at all. I just don't want him to meet you, that's all.
Then why not?
Because I'm terrified that you're going to do or say something that's rude or creepy to him. And that's a justified fear, I might add. And not to mention, it's not like I chose him specifically because of this or anything, but I'm pretty sure he could beat you at your own game.
Yeah, well, in that case, you have to let me meet him.
It's not happening, and you're too late, Nick.
Too late meaning what?
We already got married yesterday.
You what? You got married without my permission?
Yes, and we're planning to have a formal wedding ceremony later on this year. Unless you can promise me that you won't do anything to disrupt the wedding, then I'm not letting you come.
You can't do this to me!
And there it is again. That reaction is precisely what I'm talking about. That's why I had to beg Mom, Dad, and Rachel not to tell you anything until we had already gotten married.
No way! Are you telling me everyone in our family knew about this except for me?
All you need to know is this. I am married to the man I love, and we are incredibly happy together. I will not let you get in our way. Hey there, Lisa. Do you have a minute to talk? For my sister and only sane sibling, I've got all the time in the world. But what are you texting me for? You typically call me whenever there's something you want to talk about. Yeah, about that. Actually, I'm not at home right now. My husband is out of town for work, so I'm spending the week at our parents' house. And my room is right next door to Nick's. Ah, I think I get it. You're worried that if he finds out you're talking to me, he's going to storm in and demand you let him talk to me. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. Okay, so what's on your mind? I'll give you one guess. It's Nick, right? Bingo. He seems like he's up to something. And what is that something? I'm not sure, but All of a sudden the other day, he went to Mom and Dad and said he wants to move out.
Oh, wow. You mean he's finally going to go and live on his own? Is that really all that big of a problem?
Well, I don't know. It's not like I have any hard evidence when I say this, but lately Nick's been acting weird.
Lately? That's not just a lately thing for him. He's been weird for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I guess you would say that, wouldn't you?
It's so bizarre. I don't get it at all. He's always been totally normal around you, but when he's around me, he's insane. We're both his younger sisters. Why is he so much more protective of me than you?
Well, I doubt it's that he's playing favorites, if that's what you were thinking. If I had to say, I think it's because you're so much younger than we are. Me and him were born less than a year apart, and we practically grew up right alongside each other. I was always just about as big as he was, too, so I held my own when he picked a fight with me. So even though we're both his younger sisters, he probably sees me more as his equal.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Yeah, I really don't either. I mean, seriously, how can he be so oblivious to the impact his intrusions have had on your life?
Right? It's less of a sibling thing and more just him respecting me as a human being. Oh, but I'm sorry. You were in the middle of telling me something, weren't you?
Oh, right. We got distracted, huh?
You were saying that Nick is going to move out of Mom and Dad's house and that you have some kind of bad feeling about that?
Yeah, that's right. Ever since you got married and moved out of the house, he's been talking about you nonstop. It's genuinely every day. He'll find some way to bring you up in conversations. But then ever since he told Mom and Dad he's moving out, it's stopped completely.
Huh. Wow, yeah, that is kind of suspicious.
It's really been bothering me. At first, I thought it might be a good thing, right? Like maybe he was finally getting over his overprotective obsession with you, but then I noticed that he started smiling a lot more and laughing to himself from time to time. Plus, I caught a glimpse of his cell phone wallpaper today, and it's still your picture.
Oh my God, he still hasn't changed that picture? That was my senior picture from high school.
I really hope that I'm just getting myself worked up over nothing and he's not really plotting anything, but, well, I just thought I should let you know.
Okay, thanks, Rachel. I never told him my new address, and I trust that you, Mom, and Dad haven't blown my cover to him. So unless there's some sort of insane coincidence, I don't think it's likely that he'll move anywhere close to us. But I appreciate the warning, and I'll be on the lookout for any funny business.
Yeah, I'd say it would definitely be a good idea to at least be on your guard. Okay, I gotta go now. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any new developments over here.
Thanks again, Rachel. I really appreciate the heads up.
Hey there, Lisa. How's my adorable little baby sister doing these days, huh? I know we haven't talked in a while, but never fear. Your reliable, trustworthy, manly big brother is here.
What do you want, Nick?
What do I want? What's that matter? Can't I just text my own little sister without wanting anything?
You've practically been working overtime to give me reasons to be suspicious around you for my entire life.
Oh, come on, Lisa. Is that really how you feel? You think I'm constantly plotting ways to interfere in your life?
Yeah, you have been constantly interfering in my life.
Oh, Lisa, my dear sweet little sister. It makes me so sad to see that you don't see how hard I've been working to protect and support you. But I'm not doing this expecting a paycheck. I'm just doing my duty as your brother. Oh, well, I'm sure that you'll come to understand one day.
Okay, so did you just text me for no reason? Gotcha. I'll be going now.
No, wait, don't go yet. I have something very important to talk to you about.
Then talk. I'm waiting.
I've got a big announcement to make. I moved out of Mom and Dad's house.
Uh-huh. So you're finally going out on your own, huh? Good for you.
Well, in a way, yes. A while back, I got a great idea. Probably the single best idea I've ever gotten. And ever since I came up with it, I've been working day and night to make it happen.
And that idea is?
You're going to get a very large amount of packages in the mail tomorrow.
Packages? I didn't order anything.
No, you didn't. I did!
Nick, what did you have sent to my house? Tell me right now.
Gladly, those packages contain, drum roll please, all my stuff! But that's not half as good as what's going to arrive at your doorstep this very night. Yours truly, Nick, your big brother. I'll see you in a few hours, Lisa.
What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious I'm gonna move in with you?
What?
It's been 6 whole months now since I've seen you. Not having you within eyeshot is so nerve-wracking, and I'll bet you're afraid to go out at night without me around to walk you to your car.
I'm fine, actually.
So I got to thinking, what would be the best way for me to keep tabs on you? The answer was clear. I needed to move in with you.
Hold on, Nick, you're not making any sense. I mean, you don't even know my new address. How are you going to get over here?
Yeah, about that. I was going through Mom's cell phone the other day, and I saw that she had your address recorded on your contact screen.
God, you have got to be kidding me. You went snooping through Mom's phone?
Snooping? Nah, that makes it sound like I was doing something untoward. We're family, right? There's nothing wrong with me looking at her phone. So don't you worry, Lisa. I know exactly where you are right now, and I'll be there shortly.
Nick, listen to me, and listen good. I have begun my new life with my husband. I am in the middle of enjoying being a newlywed woman, Nick. You know what that means, don't you? So why on earth would you think to come and barge in on us like this?
Yeah, that's the thing. I still don't know whether this guy is worthy of being your husband yet. And the only way to make sure is to put him through my test.
Oh, for the love of... You're still going on about your stupid test?
Well, yeah, of course I am. This guy wants to be the life partner of my little sister. And if he wants to claim that title for himself, then this is one challenge that he's going to have to clear, no matter what anyone else says. He will take my test, and if he fails, then you're just gonna have to get divorced.
That's it. I can't take this anymore. The second the delivery truck gets here with your packages, I am sending them right back.
But then how am I gonna live with you? I kinda need my stuff.
You are not going to live with me, and I am not letting you set one foot inside my house.
Lisa, what's the matter with you? Howdy ho, sis. Your big brother Nick is finally here.
Huh?
So go ahead and open up the door, will ya?
Why did you come?
I told you I'd be there tonight, didn't I? I'm a man of my word, Lisa.
I explicitly told you that you would not be allowed in the house.
I know, but you clearly underestimated just how devoted I am to protecting you. So could you please open the door already? I've been ringing your doorbell for the last 10 minutes.
Wait, you're at our front door?
I sure am.
And you've been ringing the doorbell?
Yup, only about 40 times or so by now.
That's weird. I haven't heard the doorbell ring once.
It might be broken then, I guess. This apartment seems, I don't know, kind of shoddy. Like, is this a studio apartment or something? I don't know if all my stuff is gonna fit.
What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking I might need to have you guys move us to a larger apartment is all. But that's not even the main problem here. Your so-called husband can only afford a tiny apartment like this? Yeah, that settles it. He is not the right guy for you. I'll go ahead and call a divorce lawyer to start getting all the paperwork ready.
Wait, let me ask you one question.
But of course, sweetheart, what can I do for you?
Where are you right now? Are you at an apartment complex downtown?
Yeah, I am. And man, am I looking forward to being able to live together as brother and sister again.
Oh boy. Nick, we've already moved out of that apartment.
What?
Yeah, the studio apartment you're standing in front of right now was my husband's before we got married. His company was talking about transferring him to another branch around the time we got married, so we lived there for 2 weeks and then moved out. We're living in a house that his company is renting for us. So don't worry, it's a lot more spacious than that tiny little apartment.
Oh, no!
Well, the truth is, about a month ago, Rachel texted me about you. She said it seemed like you were up to something and that I should watch my back. So I talked about it with my husband, and we decided to move up our schedule a bit. And boy, am I glad we did that. If I had waited a few more weeks, we might actually have had to deal with you showing up at our doorstep right now.
Wait a second, then Why was this address still listed under your name in Mom's phone?
You're really confused about that? She probably just forgot to update it.
This can't be happening!
Oh yeah, since I'm in the clear now, there's something else I want to tell you.
What is it?
You were going to put my husband through your typical test, aren't you? You know, the flexing contest.
Well, yeah, that was the plan.
I thought so. You remember what happened when you challenged my last 2 boyfriends to a flexing contest?
I sure do. I crushed those losers.
You barged into the room, shouted, "Flexing contest!" and then started posing. And when they refused to do likewise, you just said, "Then I'll win by default, loser."
Uh-huh, right. I won, fair and square.
You didn't win. They were just too creeped out by you to know what to do. And after you walked out of the room laughing like a maniac, they turned to me and said, "Sorry, but I can't handle your brother."
Yeah, I know. They couldn't handle my manliness.
They couldn't handle your creepiness, you narcissistic psychopath. You humiliated me in front of them.
No, I didn't.
And another thing, you should be glad I saved you the humiliation of challenging my husband to a flexing contest. He's a competitive bodybuilder.
He is?
Yeah, and he works for a supplement manufacturer. But I don't have time to talk to you about this, and neither do you. You should clear out of there as soon as possible.
Why's that?
Don't you get it? We don't live there, and you don't either. They're gonna call the cops on you before too much longer. Fortunately, Nick left before anyone called the police. Having nowhere else to go, Nick was forced to swallow his pride and go back to our parents' house. However, I had told them what he did, so he was in for the lecture of a lifetime when he got there. It gets worse, though. He had actually quit his job because he was genuinely intending on living with me permanently. So, homeless and jobless, Nick was sent off to live in a factory run by a friend of my dad's that has employee housing on site. Nick is currently spending his days getting up, going to work, and then going back to the tiny, cramped room he shares with 4 other guys.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Judith. I overheard something about you going on a trip. Where are you going, huh? Tell me. Are you going with your mom friends as well? Please, tell me right now.
Good evening, Tiff. Are you talking about what we were discussing at the kindergarten bus stop?
Yes, that's the one. I totally caught bits and pieces. You were talking with Amber and Maya, right?
Ah, so you heard that.
You're all going on a trip together, aren't you? Like a mom friends getaway?
Well, sort of.
Oh, take me with you. Come on, I want in.
Wait, what?
I've always wanted to go on a trip with mom friends. It sounds so fun. Just imagine the bonding, the photos, the laughs.
I'm really sorry, but we can't invite you this time.
Huh? Why not?
Well, the group is already set.
Then just add me to it. That's easy, right? One more mom can't hurt.
I really wish it were that simple, but the whole thing is already booked, and honestly, Tiff, this isn't the kind of trip that you can just join in on last minute.
Excuse me?
It's not even a mom-friend trip, technically speaking.
So what? You're telling me to back off?
It's not like that. It's just, maybe next time, okay? I promise I'll let you know when we plan something else. But this time, I need you to understand and set it out.
Oh, come on. I'm a mom, and I'm your friend, too. What's with this exclusion treatment? You think I'll just let this go?
It's not about leaving you out, I swear.
All right, then it's settled. I'm joining.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Let me know once all the dates and details are finalized, okay? Oh, and since I'm coming, I'll go ahead and take charge of organizing everything.
Tiff, no, it's already organized. Pretty much everything is decided.
Nope, that's not how it's gonna work. We'll just turn it into my trip, a main event, Tiff's Mom Friends Extravaganza.
Again, this isn't a mom friends trip.
Perfect! You can be the one in charge of all the boring logistics and grunt work, okay?
Do you really think that you can just make demands like that?
Oh, are you sure you want to talk to me that way?
What are you getting at?
Isn't your husband working under my husband?
Wait, seriously?
Wow, you didn't know that? Oh, that's kind of awkward.
No, I mean, I didn't realize.
Well, you do now. So if you keep pushing back, I might just have to pass this little disagreement on to your husband.
What? Are you threatening me?
Anyway, I'm assigning you all the prep work for the day of the trip. Thanks in advance.
You're not even officially part of the trip.
Oh, I'm so excited. We're going to have such a blast.
Tiff, you can't just force your way into this. I'm not okay with any of this, you hear me? What happened? Why are you apologizing? It's about that thing we talked about the other day, the warning about Tiff. Right. What about it? Well, I just found out that my kid accidentally told Tiff's kid about our trip. You know, the dates, the inn, the whole thing. What? Apparently, while they were playing, Tiff's son snatched away one of his favorite toys and told him, "I'll only give it back if you tell me where your mom's going. If you don't, I'll use my super punch on you." So he told him. He didn't really have a choice. Oh my God. That kid's been getting more aggressive lately. Even the other kids at school have been avoiding him. But honestly, let's be real. This was Tiff's doing. No way her kid came up with this idea on his own. I thought the same. I mean, I've heard other moms mention similar things happening. Unbelievable. What kind of mother uses her own child as an informant? I'm seriously so sorry. I didn't think anything like this would happen. No, don't apologize. This isn't your fault. But now we've got a bit of a problem on our hands. Yeah, I was hoping this wouldn't turn into a thing, but with Tiff, you just never know. She's done this kind of thing before, hasn't she? Oh, yeah. A while back, she tried to crash a neighbor's family trip. Just invited herself without asking. Total mess. No way. Are you serious? Yeah, the neighbor's family had to cancel their trip last minute because the husband got sick, but Tiff didn't get the memo. She and her whole family went all the way to the destination anyway, and when they found out the inn was canceled, she went ballistic. What? Yep, she accused them of lying, demanded they cover her travel costs, screamed at them in the hotel lobby, saying, "You tricked us." It was this huge public meltdown. Ugh, that sounds like classic Tiff. She's got this clingy, entitled personality that just won't quit. Honestly, this feels like some kind of petty revenge attempt, like she's trying to crash our trip now to make up for what happened then. Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if she sees this as her revenge-free ride. And with a husband like hers, that guy gives off major troublemaker vibes. If she shows up, it'll be the whole chaotic family in tow, guaranteed. No doubt. If she found out the date and place, there's nothing stopping her from just showing up. Then we need to take action. We can't let her just bulldoze her way into our plans. I was thinking the same. Maybe we should get Hiro involved too. She's good at handling people like Tiff. Definitely. Hiro has a way of shutting down nonsense without making a scene. We need her on our side. All right, I'll give Maya a call too. The three of us should meet later and come up with a plan. Sounds good. And hey, stop apologizing. Seriously. I feel bad though. If my son hadn't said anything... Don't blame yourself. Honestly, the real issue is that we weren't more careful. I'm the one who brought up the trip at the bus stop in the first place. I should have known better, especially with someone like Tiff always lurking around. Still, I should have reminded my kid not to talk about it. They're kids. They're not spies. And it's not like your son just spilled it on purpose. He was being threatened. That's not on him. Thanks, Judith. I was kind of freaking out about this. I didn't know how you'd react. You did the right thing by telling me. That's what matters. We'll handle it. Let's regroup later and come up with something solid. Okay, I'll message Maya now and get back to you. Perfect. See you later then. All right, thanks again, and sorry. Stop it with the apologies already. Let's focus on not letting Tiff hijack our trip. We've earned this break. We're not giving it up without a fight.
Judith? Hey, just wanted to give you a little heads up.
What is it?
So, small update. Tomorrow's meeting time has changed, okay?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we were supposed to leave at 7 in the morning by car, remember? Well, it's been moved to 9 instead. Thought you should know.
What are you even talking about?
Alrighty then, that's all from me. See you tomorrow! Judith? Hey, why didn't you show up at the meeting time?
Good morning. What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The meeting time was 7 a.m., right? How could you mess that up and not show up? It is a bit ridiculous. And by the way, Amber and Maya aren't even here either. So I had no choice but to invite my relatives instead. You and your group don't need to come anymore.
Huh?
I had to scramble to get another car ready for the trip because of all this. Do you have any idea how much of a hassle it was? And guess what? You're going to pay for your share of the gas and transportation costs. So get ready for that.
Wait, are you talking about how you changed it to 9 a.m. yesterday?
Oh, no. After that conversation, I switched it right back to the original time. I thought I told you. Oh, it's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure I called you about it. So now, since you didn't show up on time, it's your fault, right? And now this trip is just going to be me, my family, and my relatives. We're going I was just about to check into the ryokan, but they said I've already checked in. What do you think you're doing, stealing our trip like this? If you're here at the resort, get out here right now.
Sorry, I'm out sightseeing at the moment, so it's going to be difficult to come back right now.
What?
Actually, what's going on with you? Stealing our trip? Wasn't it you who tried to steal it in the first place?
You're the one who didn't show up on time, remember?
To begin with, I didn't even invite you, and I specifically turned you down.
But in the end, I ended up going, didn't I?
You were the one trying to push through on your own.
You're the one who left me out, so you're to blame. As punishment, you'll pay for our accommodation.
Wait a second, are you planning to stay at my family's house?
Huh?
Do you really think you can stay there?
What do you mean?
The resort you tried to check into is actually my family's property. We converted part of the garden into a guest facility and have been running a resort there.
What?
And by the way, this trip isn't a mom's trip.
What are you talking about? Amber and Maya are with you, right? That clearly sounds like a mom's trip to me.
Amber is my husband's cousin. Maya is my husband's sister.
Huh?
This trip is for my husband's grandfather's anniversary, and we're traveling with all our relatives. So all the rooms in our ryokan are fully booked until tomorrow. No last-minute stays are possible.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's why I told you, out of respect, that I'd rather you didn't stay here.
Oh, can't you just free up a room or something?
Impossible. You're the one who showed up uninvited after I had already turned you down.
Do you think you can just talk to me like that?
Still on this, huh?
I told you my husband's boss is your husband's superior, right? Do you think your husband's position at the company could be at risk because of this?
Is that a threat?
Not really. I'm just teaching you that in this world it's the survival of the fittest.
I see. Well, with that same mentality, let me tell you something too.
What?
Your husband's grandfather is actually the chairman of your husband's company, right?
Huh?
By the way, the CEO is my husband's father.
What? The chairman and the CEO?
And by the way, both of them are here right now, and they're actually looking at this message with me.
No. Oh, that can't be true. Stop.
You never know when you might run into someone higher up than you, so it might be better not to flaunt your power so recklessly.
Wait, your in-laws are part of the CEO family?
Well, I'm off to the next sightseeing spot now, so I'll be leaving.
Hey, wait, my husband and we're being attacked by all our relatives right now. They're saying things like, "What is going on?" and we're being cut off. Can you at least help us?
I can't get involved in your family issues, so I really don't know what to say.
Huh?
Oh, and before we head back to the resort, I'd really appreciate it if you and are connected to my friend's husband's employer. It doesn't mean that we could use his position or influence in any way to resolve the situation. This was not a case of using workplace status or authority to sway things in our favor. Later on, the husband was summoned and given a strict warning, but that was all. It wasn't anything extreme or threatening, just a stern reminder about boundaries and what was considered acceptable. That was the extent of the intervention from his side. But to my surprise, it seemed to have an almost immediate effect. Tiff, who had been causing all kinds of trouble, suddenly became much quieter, almost as if she had learned her lesson. I didn't know if it was fear or a sense of guilt, but whatever it was, she was a far cry from the person she had been before. The drama that had surrounded her seemed to dissipate overnight. However, things didn't go quite as smoothly on her husband's side. He seemed to have a much harder time dealing with the consequences of the situation. His pride, or maybe his stubbornness, couldn't handle the idea of having been reprimanded in such a manner. It wasn't long before he started skipping work without notice, completely disregarding his responsibilities. His behavior got progressively worse, and it wasn't just the missed days that became an issue. Soon, several serious internal compliance violations came to light. Things that had been hidden for far too long, and once they were discovered, it didn't take long for the company to take action. The company took swift and decisive steps. His actions didn't just result in him being given a stern warning like Tiff had. He was demoted and had his salary cut significantly. That was only the beginning. It wasn't long after that the company decided to terminate his employment entirely. Given the severity of the violations they had uncovered, the damage had already been done and there was no coming back from it. But the consequences didn't stop there. The situation between Tiff and her husband escalated dramatically. It seemed like their relationship, which had already been fragile, couldn't withstand the added pressure. The stress, combined with everything that had happened at work, led to an explosive argument between them, a fight so intense that it ended with them separating. The end result? Divorce. Their marriage, already hanging by a thread, was now completely severed. I couldn't help but wonder what had gone through their minds. What were they trying to achieve with all this? What were their end goals? It seemed so reckless, so destructive. Tiff's behavior had been erratic, and her husband's decisions, especially after the company's actions, made no sense. They had both created such a mess for themselves, and for what? It was hard to even comprehend the thought process behind their actions. What did they think would happen? It felt as if they had been living in a world of denial where the consequences of their actions were never really considered. The result of that lack of foresight had led them to this tragic end. But as much as I couldn't understand their motives, I was relieved that everything had calmed down. Finally, the chaos that had been swirling around them was over, and I could breathe again. It was strange to feel relieved after witnessing such a collapse of a marriage and career, but at the same time, there was a sense of peace that came with it. They had created this mess themselves, and now they were left to pick up the pieces. No one to blame but themselves. For me, it was just a quiet ending to a situation that had caused so much upheaval. I know this sounds harsh, but there was a part of me that couldn't help but feel satisfied by the way things turned out. Not in a vindictive way, but in a way that felt like justice had been served. Their actions had consequences, and those consequences had been severe. Perhaps that was the wake-up call they needed. Perhaps after all of this, they would learn to think before they acted. But honestly, it was harsh to imagine them ever truly learning their mistakes. The way they had behaved showed a pattern of irresponsibility, and I wasn't sure they could break free from that cycle. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.